Mike, um, do you have time to enjoy the holiday during the winter break?
Yes, it was. It was a bit different this year from and this festive period compared to 12 months ago, wasn't it? So I'm sure all our fans, our partners, definitely all the people in and around our football club were probably a lot more relaxed during the kind of December Christmas period than they were then. Um, it was great. We had time to just relax as a family, reflect on what we've done over the last 6 months within the football club, and I obviously spent some time planning for the next 6 months as well. So it was a nice time, but I'm glad to be back and in the full flow of the season, and looking forward to the games starting again following a couple of positive friendlies for different reasons.
You mentioned it already, but how do you look back at the first half of the season?
I think it's been a positive 6 months. I'm sure that statement in itself creates quite a bit of discussion, but we've had a period where we've, as I'd call it, we've yo-yoed. We win, we lose, we win, we lose. But I think we all have to remember, and anyone associated to the club, that we made a lot of changes again in the summer. We had a very difficult year last year, and we changed coaches 5 times, and the latter half of the season we found stability and we showed what we could achieve under Brian. But as we came into the summer, we knew Brian wasn't a long-term solution, and we took our time to find the right coach, which we believe we have in Steve. And the coaching team that Steve has created is therefore, it's a young team. They've been together since June. So that, along with the player exits and the players coming in, we knew it would take time for the team on the whole to settle and to become familiar with each other, and obviously have a certain style of play and a certain way of working together and a certain way of thinking together. And everyone definitely internally within the club knew that we'd have to commit to that and knew that it would take time. I think that as we got closer to the Christmas period, we started to show what that team could achieve. And for me, that's really exciting. So if you look at everything we've done from specifically a football point of view, I think we had a really positive and productive start to the year.
There has happened some changes within the club the last few months. Can you mention some of the improvements?
Yeah. The last 6 months, I mean, I talk a lot about football, and it's what everyone has a passion about, and it's what everyone has a love for here, and why they follow the football club. But we continue to do so much in and around this football club. You look at the infrastructure investments, from everything we've done in the stadium around the branding exercise. The stand was a massive change for us this year, to just uplift the standard of the facilities that we have for people coming and visiting our stadium. All of the branding that's externally facing makes the stadium look and feel a lot newer, a lot fresher, a lot more exciting, especially now we've added the brighter colours. Obviously, all of that's linked to probably one of the biggest things we did, which was change the badge. I think by changing the badge, going back to the original, the 82 badge, but a modern version of that, was a huge step for us to say, actually, this is our club. We want to give the fans our identity back. As part of that, the link back to the original stand number for the club. And it was a big commitment for us to do that, financial as well as operational commitment. But I'd like to think it's helped show the fans how committed we are as a leadership team of this football club, and how we want to listen to our fans and recognise the importance of the history and the fact that we are not a merged club, we're Lommel SK. Other things we've done around the fan forest, I think, have been a new way of trying to give a bit of fun and excitement to a match day, but in the natural surroundings of the trees. And then everything we've done down at the youth academy and the youth site, where we've invested heavily in pitches to improve standards of pitches, both at that site and obviously here in the stadium. All of the branding around that site as well to help professionalise it. And the 90th anniversary itself, that day for me, I've loved being in Lommel. I've been here nearly 18 months, but actually as your CEO for nearly 2 years. And that was probably one of my highlights so far in my period at Lommel SK, to have fans, partners, staff, players all come together in one moment. The corteo as we came to the stadium with the traditional marching band. It was just a phenomenal day. And to see what this club means for so many people in and around Lommel was fantastic.
Is the club on track in terms of broad developments?
I'd say so, yes. It's again, there's probably going to be debate about statements I make like that. I've said for the last 18 months that we've got to be patient, and I know fans have got fed up of me saying we've got to be patient, but we've got to look at, as you say, the broad picture here. Broad pictures take a period of time, and if we look at when CFG acquired the club, and we look at the end of that season and everything we did within that first season, a lot changed very quickly, but it was done to find a short-term fix. My job is to come in and find a long-term solution. And so the broad picture is that we want to create a stable, successful football club. That can't happen overnight. We're on a journey. I believe we're on an exciting journey, and we've now put a lot of changes in place, infrastructure-wise, operations-wise, football-wise, to build a really solid foundation of now what follows, whatever that may be.
Okay. What do you expect from this season?
I think right now we set a target at the beginning of the season, which was we want to be in the top six. We want to be in the top six playoff, and we should have the ambition to be in the top six playoffs. The league structure obviously changed a lot this season with the introduction of the 423 teams, and it's been a really interesting change, because it's actually, you could argue that we were quite unique in the league for the previous 2 years because we played a lot of young players, but actually there's 4 other teams doing that and playing a lot of young players that are very talented, local, young Belgium and Dutch players. And it's been a great learning for us to play those teams as well as the teams that are more mature, more physical. It's really shown that there's a lot of competition in this league for different reasons. But absolutely our target is, let's hopefully achieve that top six playoff. Let's then try and enjoy our football, and anything's possible.
Okay, and with that goal in mind, how important are the fans going to be anymore this season?
The fans are massive for us, and I know we've had a hot and cold relationship over the last 18 months for many reasons, but I'd like to think that the relationship's growing. We've done some great things with our fans in the last 12 months. You could talk about the badge design. The fans played a massive part in that. So did staff, so did players, so did all our partners and our stakeholders to help us understand what was important as we did that project. The fans helped design the kit for this season and ultimately chose the kit. So we've definitely started to try and work closer with our fans. The day of the 90th anniversary, the result wasn't the result we wanted, but we showed how when we do things with our fans and we connect and we can work together, we can have a lot of success together and we can enjoy working together. So the fans are massively important. I still want to continue working with our fans. I still want to ensure that our fans feel they have a voice. And ultimately, I want the fans to come to the stadium and to be proud to come to the stadium, to be proud to support our football club. And actually, we need them. We need our fans here. We want our fans to come to cheer our team on. And it's the same phrase in football. They are our 12th man. And we need to start using that 12th man and our advantage at home better to cheer on our guys when we've got a match here. So I suppose a call to action, I ask our fans to come to our games, come and watch, especially the next 2 home games. I've just said we want to be in that top 6 playoff. The next 4 games are vital. They're very, very important. And obviously 2 of them in the Dender and Lierse game are really important. So please come and support our team, come and support your team, your boys, your football club that you are so passionate about, and hopefully together we'll be cheering on more success in the future.